Hi everyone, Mendy with So Steady, and today we're going to be working on my portion of a quilt along of a pattern called Color with Pencils that was created by Helen Sullivan. So we each got assigned one of our colors. You can imagine that I wasn't near as happy to be assigned the black. I thought the other colors would be much more fun. But after I got into my stash and I found all of these metallics that I could play with, I was really happy I got the black. So I've got it all pieced together. I've got my batting on there, the backing, and now I'm going to be taking it to the embroidery machine and quilting this portion of it to pass on to whomever is putting the whole thing together. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am getting ready to hoop this pencil, and I'm using the grid on my cutting mat to help me get this squared up. The design is going to be linear, and so I want to make sure that I get it very straight because the design is an edge-to-edge design. All right, and I'll tell you what the size of this is once I get back to the machine. So let's go ahead and get this on there. Oops. It's very much right on that bread. Right, and this one. Okay. Do this. And I'm not going to bother with any other clamps or anything because it's just the two ends. All right, so give me a second. I'll get to the embroidery machine and we'll get started. Okay, so I got it all hooked up. I've got it on my machine. The design that we're putting in is, as I said before, considered an edge to edge. And I have it 9.29 by 5.5. And this is exactly 5.5. So I've got a center line going right up the middle. And I have just made sure that I really like where my needle is hitting on right on my center line. So I think we're ready to let this one go. Let's go ahead and put the foot down, and here we go. Oh, it would appear that I don't have, what do I have? Oh, maybe bobbin. All right, I'll be right back. Just okay, we're going to try that again. Foot's down. We've made sure it's all have the bobbin in right and it's threaded. So we'll keep our fingers crossed here. All right, let's go. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it and reposition for the next run at this, and I'll be right back. Okay, here is the second design. Let's go ahead. I've got it centered on my line there. Okay, so now we're ready for our third run. So give me a sec, let me get it repositioned, and we'll be right back. All right, here we go for the third round. Okay, looks like maybe one last one here. Okay, before we get this loaded, I wanted to show you, because I want the design to go all the way to the top, here, I've had to take quilter's tape and another piece of fabric that I taped to the back side and to the front side to get it hooped so that the design could go all the way there. Okay. And so let's get that out of that track though. There we go. Alright. My camera positioned properly. And let's get this lined up. Okay. And over a little bit. Okay. I think I like it. Last one. All right, now I'm gonna stop it right there because I don't want it to take that end little tail on up. So there we go, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and have it cut the thread there. And I'll meet you back at the cutting table before we take a look at it. Okay, so now the last thing that I need to do is put the lines on the tip of this pencil. So the wood that goes down to the lead, we're going to make little stitch lines on. So I've marked it. There is a tool that I couldn't find, so I just had to measure and mark it. But the instructions will tell you how to do it. So for right now, I'm just going to get this lined up on my markings. And we're going to start right between where the lighter fabric is and the dark fabric. And I've got gray thread on here because the end of my pencil is gray. Let's see here, get it lined up where I want it. It's great. Not too many shadows. Okay. Here we go. Let's see there. A bit harder. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna put my I think I'm gonna put my ruler on this side, and I'm just gonna guide this down my stitch line here. I'm going to go fairly slow because I want it to, I believe that and start. Okay. All right. Well, it's just my day for that kind of thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and we're ready to go. So I'm going to hold this ruler against here and I'm just going to go straight down this line here and go fairly slow so that I can keep it straight. Now, when we get to the bottom here, once again, go pretty slow. One more stitch, I think. There we go. Now, we're just going to take and we're going to stitch in the ditch. Oh, I need one more stitch. One more stitch. That should do it. Okay, now we're going to stitch in the ditch till we get to the next line. So we're just going to go two. That's actually good. All right. Now we're going to turn it around. And this way now. Go a little bit farther, it looks like. And push. Let's try that one. Better. All right, so I'm going to place my ruler right there. And I'm just going to go straight up. Now remember, these lines are going to come off. So if you didn't hit the line exactly, you're okay. Nobody's going to know that. All right, so now, oops, another stitch or so. I'd rather do it too soon and have to go up. There, I think that's good, yeah. All right, so now we're going to stitch in the ditch. No, one more stitch. Okay. There, now we're good. Okay, stitch in the ditch to go over to the next line. Right there. Okay. Turn it. Here we go. Get that bit down again. All right. Let's see. Close enough. I think one more stitch. I think that's it. Okay. So we're going to crawl over here again. I think that's good. Let's turn. Right. Foot down. Let's see if that's good enough. I think one more. Now we're going to go ahead and fill it. It's good. So give me one more stitch. I'd rather go too short and have to take one more stitch than have it be beyond where I want to be. So, right, go ahead and put it on. There we go. That's good. Look at that. Now, stitch in the edge. That's it. Let's go ahead and turn it. Okay. Along here. Okay. Okay. The word glasses, that they're actually trifocals. So there's actually times when they're not helpful, when they actually are more difficult for me to see. Let me take it back one. Go forward one. There. All right. Now this one. There we go. Perfect. All right. It's trying to get it out of the way here.
Stacy or Stacy Louie.
Pause here. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I think we just roll this up, I think. There we go. Here. This fabric is very similar in color from the but there is a very good see. Where should we going? There. It doesn't naturally go there. Make it go there. Okay, there we go. This will be, I probably do one more right on the edge. So this is the second to the last one. Looks good. All right. We put it to the very edge here. And let's do it. All right. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to press it and then we're going to see the final product. Okay, guys. So you can see the tip with the stitch lines. I pressed off and took off all my markings. And then we'll see if we can get it scooched back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So here is the whole pencil. Let me change the view a little bit here. There we go. So there's the pencil. I used white thread, but with the metallic prints that I have on there, you really can just see the, you know, the trace of it, the indent of the design, which is great. I like that. So, all right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And my pencil assignment is completed. I'll see you next